YouTube, what's going on? Your boy back at it with another live. Man, we talk about this thing with Kyrie Erving, man, and these celebrities. You know how they be playing tricks on people, man, and portraying certain things. You see what I'm saying? Certain images, and just basically front, man. And I think it's all a show when it comes down to entertainment because you gotta look at it like this. These people are entertainers. These people get paid to to amuse people, right? To and all that. So, keep people laughing, you know what I'm saying? Uh, you know, keep people in suspense and all that. So, yeah, man, this thing with Kyrie Irving, I haven't really I've been following this thing, this whole thing with him and, with the, him sending the link or something like that to, or something on Netflix, a movie about us being the real Hebrews and all that. And, I've been following that. I was following the jab. I made a video about the jab last year, the whole jab incident with him. So, and my thing is, I've been, there's, one particular person I seen on Facebook that was basically breaking it down. And she was just basically like, like kind of like referring to Kanye, just like, just basically breaking it down, just seeing how these celebrities play both sides, man. And these celebrities, what I'm saying, could do certain things and all these acts and things just confuse you, just to manipulate you, just to manipulate your thought. The more confused people are, us as people, you see what I'm saying? The more easy it is to manipulate, the more easy it is to rule, control, and to have that much, power when it comes down to all this, you know what I'm saying? Because they know people are like, I mean, I'm just gonna be real, man. The people are like sheep. You see what I'm saying? People go with the herd type behavior. People go with the crowd, right? Type atmosphere, man. Everybody wants to be a part of the winning team psychologically, man, and that's psychologically proven. You see what I'm saying? So that's how people act, and that's how people are, man. So I mean, it's a crazy little thought if you think about it, but that's something clever from a cat like Edward Bernays. You know what I'm saying? The propagandist, real famous in the I would even say shoot, like the 60s, 50s, 40s. Real famous cat. Even the Nazis, hired that dude to do propaganda for them. You had the baking company hired him to do some propaganda for them. Because, back in the day, whatever, the American breakfast was just like a pancake. It was a waffle or something. So the baking company hired him, right? And then, to promote their baking. And then all of a sudden, bam, what do you know? The all-American breakfast was bacon and eggs. So you see, the tobacco company hired him to get more women to start smoking. So what did he do? He put out ads, you see what I'm saying, showing women smoking. So yeah, man, it's a crazy thing, man. This is a lot of mind manipulation. You see what I'm saying? So the more manipulated your mind is, and the more people they got you fooled. You see what I'm saying? The easier it is to control you and control your thoughts and opinions. You control somebody's thoughts and opinions. Guess what? I mean, what does a pimp say? You got to have her mind. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a female's mind. What if even dating coaches and Max or whatever the fuck you want to call me, right? What do you know? What do you like? You see what I'm saying? What do you call them? Excuse me. What do they say? They say the same thing. You have to have the woman's mind, right? It's all about. You see what I'm saying? Once you have somebody's mind, you basically control their body. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Yeah, really, really psychological things, man, and really ritualistic things that these people have been doing, man. So, okay, so this dude Kyrie, man, right? He had some interviews, right? And then he kind of like, I kind of thought he was kind of like, I mean, but the person said, this is all mind manipulation, man. You see what I'm saying? This is all to distract you, to keep you confused, keep you second guessing, keep you in suspense. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, therefore, you're not going to really be thinking, you see what I'm saying, about your reality, your life. You see what I'm saying? The problems and the bills or whatever that you have existing in your life. So you know what I'm saying? It's just like It's crazy, man, how they really do it. So I mean, so I kind of never really put no doubt in even his story and then Kanye's story because I seen Kanye. I seen Kanye. What's the word? Kanye was you know what I'm saying, like double standard. He or what's the shit? He was being a hypocrite. Here we go. So how you gonna talk about white men are the most oppressed, or white men are oppressed, or white men are most oppressed, or something like that, or have no voice, but then the same white man is blackballing you. The same white man supposedly is making you. You see what I'm saying? Supposedly making it to where your voice is not heard. So the same white man is making it to where, you see what I'm saying? You losing your endorsements. You losing your publications. You losing certain things that you invested in. You see what I'm saying? Certain companies have to pay you out. This is all. I think I'm starting to think. You know what, man? This shit all might just be a psyop, man. This is all might just be scripted, man. It's just like, when the shit don't add up, it just don't add up. I'm sorry, man. I never second guess this story, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, if he taking a stand like that, that's good for him. But see, like, this is all an act and stuff with these celebrities. You see what I'm saying? It's all an act with these celebrities. It's all a game. You see what I'm saying? It's all mind manipulation. They're entertainers for a reason. You see, you don't even know when an entertainer is doing his job or when he's off, right? You don't even know if an entertainer or an actor is acting the part in real when it's supposed to be in real life. You see what I'm saying? Or fictional, right? So, I mean, that's the thing that makes you think. You see what I'm saying? For example, you got some of these mass shootings and certain things that didn't happen, and they actually had actors that were involved in the shooting. So it's like, what would you really think? You got an actor involved in the shooting. Would you really believe that shooting is real when you have actors, right, or the victims or whatever in the shootings? It's like, come on. That's what an actor does. An actor acts. You know what I'm saying? Like, right? So, I mean, it's just weird, man. If y'all really think about it, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, what's really reality from not? You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, this thing, I mean, I never second guess this story for a second, man. You see what I'm saying? He had pushed back, with the jab thing back then last year. And now, with the whole Israelite Hebrew thing. So, I'm just thinking like, man, people sign his check, right? Certain people, certain creeds and certain, you see what I'm saying? Religions and all that sign his check. So you really think that he's going against them groups and they signing his checks? You know what I'm saying? That's how you got to really think about it. The NBA Steinberg, what's his name? He's that creed. Or what's his name? I forget his name. The owner of the NBA, right? BJ was good. What up? You know what I'm saying? What's Steinberg? What's his name? But anyway, he's a Jew, right? So you got to really think, man. How far is Kyrie really trying to go, right? So anyway, man, I just had some skepticism about this story the whole time. So now, here it comes out that this dude, is teaming up with the Anti-Defamation League and basically putting in $500,000 of his own money, right? You know what I'm saying? Yes, yeah, right. Commissioner, yeah, right. Yeah, man. So, he put in all, that of his own money, you know what I'm saying? And, to basically, talking about combating hate, though. I mean, I don't understand. Where's the hate? See, right when y'all think that he was doubling down, and right when y'all think that he was standing on his square and sticking by his principle, boom. A couple of days later, he comes out with this. So, I mean, this lets you know that this is all an act. This is all stage. This is all psyop. You know what I'm saying? It's just basically designed to play. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna put, I'm gonna throw the link in this motherfucker real quick, but just in case anybody want to jump on and shit, but yeah, this is all scripted, man. I mean, surprise, surprise. You know what I'm saying? Right after Halloween, y'all get this, right? This is what y'all get. Right after Halloween, y'all get this. You know, Kyrie Irving wasn't standing on his square. So why? And out of all people, you teaming up with the Anti Defamation League, right? The biggest bullies on the block. You know what I'm saying? They bully the black so-called black people. They bully these celebrities and entertainers. But guess what? A lot of that could be scripted too. See, the thing is, you got these Republicans talking about we divided, but see, they use these celebrities to do divisive type tactics like this. You see what I'm saying? They use these celebrities. You see what I'm saying? To cause chaos, confusion. You see what I'm saying? Election is coming up. What? Not even a week, right? So, what do y'all think is going to happen? More bullshit. How many mass shootings? It was like two more, or more and more. You know what I'm saying? There was somebody that got killed in New Jersey. They had a black suspect killed some cops in New Jersey, and then I see some of a white suspect. An Asian dude that they show with guns that killed somebody, some cops in New Jersey. I'm confused. How many cops got killed in New Jersey? Yeah, man. Well, so I mean, I don't know, man, but they say, I mean, from what they were saying, from my bad, I probably got the report wrong, but from what it looked like, I mean, article I got, it said that Kyrie was doing it, man, that he was teaming up with them, but I mean, I seen $500,000, you know what I'm saying, that they were putting up. That's what I seen. So, I mean, and just like, they teaming up with the anti. I mean, like I said, the Anti Defamation League is the biggest bullies on the block. These people, you know what I'm saying? Just like Gloria Allred, she goes after black men, right? You see what I'm saying? You got these same people, the same groups. But I mean, like I said, it seems like it's all scripted to me. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, it just seems like it could be some psyop type. I mean, but see, the thing is, different, they or they could just be they putting this story out just to cause more confusion. You know what I'm saying? Just to cause more chaotic type, uh, you know. But I mean, what y'all think, man? But so you're saying that the Player Association is teaming up with the Anti Defamation League, but it's definitely some. I mean, from what they were saying, Kyrie Irving is coming out the pocket $500,000. So, I mean, I just think none of these people really, you know what I'm saying, they're not really showing any kind of leadership or none, in my opinion, or no kind of courage or anything like that. Because like I said, a lot of these people are entertainers. A lot of these people are celebrities. A lot of these people are, you know what I'm saying, get paid, to just be in the limelight, man, to entertain, to amuse, So that's how I look at it, man. So another thing too, man, just don't be surprised, man. Kanye said that, white men don't have no voice and white men are oppressed and all this, but it's just like if white men are so oppressed, then how are they shutting you down? How are they shutting your platform down? If white men are so oppressed, if they shut your platform down, they supposedly messed up your endorsements, and all this, you know what I'm saying? They kind of like blackballed you, but at the same time, if they blackballed you, how are they oppressed? You see what I'm saying? My boy BJ on this motherfucker.
What's up, man?
What up, man?
No, it's not Kyrie, man. What happened was the New Jersey Nets, Brooklyn Nets, right? Their general manager released a statement and said that we are working with the ADL at this point in time to find out what's the best course of action for him. You got Reggie Miller, Charles Barkley, Shaq, and a bunch of other guys saying that he needs to be suspended, he's an idiot, and so forth and the like. Amari Stoudemire said you need to apologize for what you said, right? So that's what's going on. So the ADL is working with the Players Association or the Nets or whatever teams to suspend him possibly for his action. They say he's not apologetic, and they're saying that what he said has been harmful to Jewish people, Jews make up the majority of hate crimes in America, a religious organization, and they number 2% of the population. But 60% of hate crimes are committed against Jewish people. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, well, my bad. Well, shit, I got
Let me ask you a
the
question.
information wrong and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, you good. No, let me ask you a question though. Forget the information. Frank, when the last time you thought about going to hurt a Jewish man?
Shit, never, man. You know what I'm saying?
Do you see him putting attacks of Jewish men being heard on the news?
No.
Okay then. So how the hell they making up 60% of the damn hate crimes in America, and they ain't number 2% of the population?
Exactly. That's a good point.
And then you got the Foxman. He coming out talking about this is an age-old canard that Jews control the media and worship Satan and Lucifer. I'm like, look, man, we ain't got time for just if you doing it, you doing it. We just want to know what it is.
Exactly. You see, and then they hit you with these words and Semite and hit you with these words, man, to make it seem like my thing is, they talk about discrimination, the anti this and the anti defamation and this and that, but then you're defaming that word Semite, and the thing is too, you see what I'm saying? It's just like y'all defaming that word, you see what I'm saying? And then the Anti Defamation League, you know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about defamation, but at the same time, y'all discriminate against everybody else and trying to make it seem like y'all could only be that creed, which is Jewish. You see what I'm saying? That's discrimination right there.
Well,
It's like, so only white Jews.
I did an interview there, right? And I broke down the word Jewish. Ish. What's the word ish mean? Like that and similar to that, not the same.
Right.
So by the fact that they're saying they're Jewish, they're not really Jews. They tell you in the adverb they're not really Jews, don't they? Can you hear me?
Yep. And see, and that's the thing. That's the thing.
So let's get real. Let's expose people for who they are.
Cut Dog, what's up? Doc Boss, what's good, man?
Yeah,
You're right.
They just sitting up there trying to put that dumbass propaganda out there.
And see, that be working, man. It be working on us, dude. Because you know what I'm saying. I mean, like I was saying earlier on the show. If they got your women, to think it's cool to kill. You know what I'm saying? Their own babies. You feel what I'm saying? That's really, really propagandist, and that's really brainwashing to like the fifth power. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. But it's okay. Look, we understand. Now, look, the Jewish guy told you, Frank, that they asked Charlemagne the God asked him. They asked him, why you promote this? And why you let us promote it? The Jewish guy tell you, my family got to eat. Mm-hmm. And then he told him he got to eat. What's the problem? They not apologizing for what they say, so why should we be so apologetic on
it? That's my thing, man. Like that is exactly what I'm saying, man. That's exactly what I'm saying. And see, that's my thing though. See, I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's why I use these celebrities to do it, to show docileness and show weakness. You see what I'm saying? And they like to try to symbolize the black man or so-called black man, us as being weak. You know what I'm saying? And docile. I'm telling you, man. They pushing this, man. But Charlemagne is a puppet, though. We all know. But Charlemagne, he did break it down to that dude, Leonard Cohen, whatever his name is. And dude said he got to feed his family. But see, that just goes to show too, right here. The hell with y'all, Monique. You see what's up? The hell with y'all. You see what I'm saying?
So let me feed my family, then you got them stop there, gonna get them a goddamn way.
And I'm gonna use y'all. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna promote have y'all promote as much ratchetness, as much bullshit as possible, You see what I'm saying? From the subculture we got, because it's not even a culture no more. This hip hop stuff is like over with now. Like the stuff, well, hip hop could like breaking and graffiti or whatever, but DJing, but this stuff that we call rap or whatever, this is garbage now. You see what I'm saying? Everything just sound the same. Everything is shooting them up, bang bang kill. You see what I'm saying? Everything it promotes just the negative bullshit. You see what I'm saying? You know, with it, then they had the audio tunes back in the day. Now they got the just straight up drill, and it's just I don't know. It's trash to me, man. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. It's trash. You see what I'm saying? We gotta, focus on the real spit, man. But I mean, even though this thing with Kyrie, man, you see what I'm saying? I just think, especially with Kanye, how he said that, I was agreeing with everything he said, man. I was rooting for him and shit, man. Up until he said white men are oppressed and white men are this and that, and I'm like, how would white men oppress, motherfucker? The same white man you talking about as oppressed is the same motherfucker that blackballed you. So I just don't understand Kanye West. Sometimes he just says stuff, you know what I'm saying? It just don't make no sense to me, and I can't agree with that. You see what I'm saying? But these motherfuckers cutting your checks, but they're oppressed. Okay, but yeah, man, it's a lot been going on. BJ, it's a lot been going on. This shit is crazy, man. You see what I'm saying? A lot's been going on. So we gonna get into this, man. They trying to ban CMOS. Y'all hear what I said? They trying to ban CMOS. You heard about that, BJ?
Yeah, I heard about it.
CMOS. They're trying to get. Y'all hear what I said? They trying to ban CMOS. You heard about that, BJ?
Yeah, I heard
trying to
about
ban
it.
CMOS. They're trying to get some feedback.
I
You heard what I said? They
don't know
trying
why
to
you got
ban
an echo.
CMOS. You heard about that, BJ? I know I got the headphones in too.
Yeah, I heard
They're
about
trying to ban CMOS. They're trying to get some feedback. You heard what I said? They trying to ban CMOS. You heard about that, BJ? I know I got the headphones.
Hold on.
They're trying to ban CMOS.
All right, it's better. You hear me?
But yeah, man.
Okay.
You heard about that? I mean, this thing with CMOS, man. See, that's the thing too. Even Dr. Sebi, he ended up dying or whatever. He said a while back, but he was really famous for pushing the CMOS thing and the algae, and so now all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, they want to come and trying to talk about this thing with CMOS and trying to take it off the shelf. And I mean, they're starting phases. What you think about that, BJ? That shit's crazy, man. It's like, why would you try to ban CMOS? You know what I'm saying? Because they actually know that's, and they talking about there's no scientific proof, and it's not FDA approved. See, the thing is, other things wasn't FDA approved, but certain things was FDA approved. But guess what? Certain things that they was pushing that was FDA approved was still under emergency use. You see how they did that, BJ? So it's just like, y'all know the benefits. What would it matter if it's FDA approved or not? If y'all know the benefits of CMOS, and if you know it helps people, and if you know, you see what I'm saying, it helps people's immune system. That's my point. That's the reason why y'all have a problem with CMOS, because y'all know that it helps people. You know that it helps. You see what I'm saying? You know that it could keep you from getting sick. It could keep you from getting COVID. But at the same time, I think BJ. I think that's why they're trying to pull it off the shelves. It was NAC a couple of years ago. You know what I'm saying? The NAC. Now it's this.
Well, you got to find out people that got it off the record,
Right. That shit is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you really try to ban, a substance that actually would help you. You see what I'm saying? But see, it's all by design, man. You see what I'm saying? See, if y'all notice too, they've been pushing this new wave. If y'all notice, they've been pushing this new wave of what's his name? They're talking, and they're talking about another. It could be another, COVID wave and all this bullshit. So I mean,
they're calling it flu now. They're calling it by its rightful name now.
And y'all see, look, y'all see, hey, look, y'all see how what up, what's good? You know what I'm saying? Y'all see how they like he said, he called him by his rightful name, and that's exactly what it was, man. People need not get this confused and get it twisted, man. You see what I'm saying? This, that's basically all it was the whole time. See, that lets you know too that the media and the lamestream and these politicians could basically just dress something up and put something under a broad blanket, under a broad brush, and paint it and stroke it the way they want to. You see what I'm saying? When Monique just okay, Doc, yeah. You said they're messing with the pill mill, Doc Boss?
You can't slap approval and make money off it. That's the first
Oh
thing.
man, that Monique 2C, man. What up? What up? Yeah,
You
man,
know
they
what?
did.
They did talk about the virus they got in the Harvard lab or Boston University trying to make up um they say they killed some lab mice or something like that.
Mm.
Now let me bring up something that's more interesting here.
Yeah, go for it.
We got 6 days till an election. And Mr. Biden is already saying it could take longer than what it takes. It could take a little bit longer. It could take about 6 days. It's a couple of days, 2-3 days till you know the results. He said due to the record early voting. Now in Brazil, they've already said if you say anything about this Brazilian election that they claim was stolen, they will censor your social media accounts. Department of Homeland Security is working on preventing misinformation.
Mm.
Once again, here we go again. Hillary Clinton already said that they're trying to steal the election in 2024. Is it 2 days supply of diesel or 25 days? It's probably about 19, 16 days. They said the first week of Monday, before Thanksgiving, that the U.S. could run out of diesel. You know, I tell you, Sister Frank, if diesel running ain't working, ain't nobody doing nothing. You ain't gonna be able to get no gas because the gas station ain't gonna be able to bring the diesel to you.
Because a diesel truck brings the diesel.
Yeah, you be sitting at home. Well, Operation Doc Winter coming right up. I told you Operation Doc Winter was coming. I just couldn't tell you when.
Mm-hmm.
Now they talking about, oh, we're gonna give you a grant to pay for your energy bill this winter.
Oh, so what they trying to say? That your shit's gonna be sky high?
Yeah, trying to help you with your energy bill. Talking about dad going, the lights ain't on. Why the lights high anyway?
See that, and damn. So see, this is what I'm talking about. This is like a predictive programming, like kind of like thing. You see what I'm saying? This is these people are basically telling you what they're gonna do to you before they do it. You see what I'm saying? I mean, how do you know that the light bill is gonna be high? You see what I'm saying? How you know that? And for Biden to say that about the election, they're basically saying, confirming what we've been saying the whole time about the 2020 election being stolen, right? Or 2020 election being stolen. You see what I'm saying? That confirms the whole thing. It was stolen. You see what I'm saying? He basically saying, how can you determine it's gonna be the results are gonna be longer? How are you gonna determine that? What, you got a whole bunch of falsified votes, right, from dead people? Because you know they was doing that before, right? They was taking dead people's you see what I'm saying? Dead people, and they was using their addresses, right? So they don't talk about that. They don't talk about that kind of election fraud.
Hey, look, play this video, Frank. I just sent it to your messenger. Just play like 5 minutes of it. You'll understand.
What are you talking about? The Hollywood actress?
No, Tucker Carlson.
All right, word. Hold up, man. Even though Tucker Carlson be burnt out, but I think Kanye was spitting in that breakfast. I mean that Drink Champs interview. He was spitting some raw fire, man.
Man, them punks got scared, man.
But see, now if they work with the establishment, it's all front, man. It's all a front, man. You know what I'm saying? They work for the establishment. It's at the end of the day, it's all a front, man. Oh, my bad.
Out of our classrooms and Jade Chin out of Congress.
Wow.
SeatGeek presents Boomstick Lady. SeatGeek helps her find the perfect seat so she can...
Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson Tonight. First, the good news. The conventional view among people who follow politics is that the Democratic Party is about to suffer a humiliating repudiation in next week's midterm elections. It seems very likely as of now that Democrats will lose both houses of Congress. And that's just the beginning of their pain. Polls suggest that even places that supported Joe Biden by a wide margin in 2020 are about to swing dramatically against him and his party. A week from today, New York, of all places, could have a Republican governor. The last time there was an election in New York, Biden won the state by 23 points. What we're seeing is what political scientists refer to as a realignment. And there's no mystery as to why it's happening. Democrats failed conclusively. No group in American history has done a worse job running this country than the neoliberals currently in charge. They're vicious, they're intolerant, and they are utterly corrupt. But above all, they are incompetent. In less than 2 years, it is not an overstatement to say they have run this country into the ground, wrecking our economy, desecrating our military, and opening the borders of the United States to more than 5 million lawbreakers. The destruction they have wrought is so profound it's hard to describe. So of course there will be consequences for that. In a country with democratic elections, how could this party stay in power? Honestly, we don't know. But maybe Joe Biden does. Tonight, Biden traveled across the city of Washington to Union Station. Built by Teddy Roosevelt more than 100 years ago, Union Station was for generations one of the most beautiful public buildings in this country. Under Joe Biden, it has become a homeless encampment, a place that is too filthy and too dangerous for Starbucks. Standing at this monument to his own failures, Biden proceeds to do what he now so commonly does, bark at the rest of us for our moral failures. The guy who showered with his daughter is telling you you're a bad person. Tonight's topic, democracy. Here's a taste of it.
Yet now, extreme MAGA Republicans aim to question not only the legitimacy of past elections, but elections being held now and into the future. The extreme MAGA element of the Republican Party, which is a minority of that party, as I said earlier, but is its driving force, is trying to succeed where they failed in 2020, to suppress the right of voters and subvert the electoral system itself.
Well, that's very weird if you think about it. So here we are less than a week before the Democratic Party is expected to suffer overwhelming losses in the midterm elections. And here you have the leader of that party, Joe Biden, commanding you not to complain about the election results. Why is that? Well, let's see. Here's Joe Biden telling you that thanks to the changes, the many changes Democrats have made to our system of voting, all of which make voter fraud easier to commit, we may not know the results of the elections for a few days. But don't be alarmed. Everything is completely on the level. And whatever you do, do not ask questions, or else you're a criminal. Watch.
We want Americans to vote. We want every American's voice to be heard. Now we have to move the process forward. We know that more and more ballots are cast in early voting or by mail in America. We know that many states don't start counting those ballots till after the polls close on November 8th. That means in some cases we won't know the winner of the election for a few days, until a few days after the election. It takes time to count all legitimate ballots in a legal and orderly manner. It's always been important for citizens in democracy to be informed and engaged. Now it's important for citizens to be patient as well. That's how it's supposed to work.
What is this? What is going on here?
Hey,
we're a week
well,
from the election, 6 days. Biden could have given, would under normal circumstances have given, a speech about his policies and how they've made your life better. He tried to convince you this country is actually in better shape than it looks, and he did that. He could, in other words, have made a pitch for your vote based on what he has done. That's what politicians do in functioning democracies. They try to convince you to support them on the basis of what they have done for you. That is democracy. But that's not at all what Joe Biden just did. Instead, Biden commanded you to accept the election results whenever they arrive, no matter what they may be. It was bizarre, and it did not inspire confidence. You would hate to think that what's happening here is a version of what is happening tonight in Brazil. According to official tallies, a convicted criminal and avowed socialist called Lula da Silva beat the incumbent president of Brazil, Jair Bolsonaro, by a narrow margin this weekend. And yet millions of Brazilians, millions, don't believe that's what actually happened. Bolsonaro himself has not conceded. There are protests all over Brazil right now. You're seeing some of them on your screen right now. There are questions about whether all the ballots have been counted, why so many were thrown out, millions, and whether election laws were violated in the process. So we can't render judgment on those questions. But if you care about democracy, if you think the process is essential, then you would look into those allegations. Anything less is not democracy. And yet what's interesting, and maybe a point of concern for the rest of us here in the US, is that you are no longer allowed to ask questions about this election in Brazil. And you're not allowed because the Biden administration doesn't want you to. That's true. YouTube, which has functioned for the last 2 years as an arm of the Biden administration, has announced it is censoring any posts in Brazil that question the election results. Brazil's courts have also rejected any inquiry into the election. In fact, a Supreme Court judge in Brazil has also ordered social media companies to remove any social media post that questions the outcome. Overwhelming censorship in a, quote, democracy, preventing people from asking questions about how the, quote, democracy functions. So why should you care about this? Brazil, it's a long way away. Well, 2 reasons. The first is that the result of this election will determine the extent of China's influence in the Western Hemisphere. If Bolsonaro is determined the loser, and Da Silva does become the president of Brazil, that means that left-wing governments loyal to China outside of our sphere of influence will control all of South America. Brazil was the last holdout, also the biggest and most significant country in South America. Bolsonaro alone in South America stood in the way of total Chinese hegemony there. It's our hemisphere. It matters. But the second reason you should be paying attention to this is that the crackdown on free speech in the wake of Brazil's contested election is a result of policies from our country. The Biden administration has been interfering in the elections in Brazil, period. The Biden administration has already announced that Bolsonaro lost and then threatened Bolsonaro with consequences if he tries to contest the result of the election in his country. The State Department, the Biden State Department, put out a statement saying that Bolsonaro's defeat, quote, reinforces trust in democratic institutions. Really? This is an election that is contested. The demonstrations in the street prove that has not been audited, that apparently cannot be audited by fiat, and that you're not.
Yo, that's a good point. What he's saying, man, that's a good point. You know what I'm saying? This good. We're starting to see all across the, all across the world, man. You know what I'm saying? Just them basically stripping public freedoms from people. You know what I'm saying? And basically implying certain bullshit little, draconian type, acts and laws and shit against the American, or the citizens. You know what I'm saying, of these countries, man. So I mean, it didn't sound like Biden was too confident, man. And it sounds like they already know what probably most likely what's going to happen before it happens. You see what I'm saying? And you already know when I hear stuff like that, I automatically know, and automatically, come to the conclusion that this is some scripted shit. You know what I'm saying?
Let me bring something to you. I see what you're talking about with that thing with Kyrie and Nets donating $500,000 to anti hate clause or something like that.
Yeah, man. You just
let me bring this up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go for it.
At a time when anti-Semitism has reached historic levels, we know the best way to fight the oldest hatred is both confronted head on and also change hearts and minds. With this part in the ADL work with Nets and Kyrie to open dialogue and increase understanding. At the same time, we will maintain our vision and call out the use of anti-Jewish stereotypes and tropes, whatever the source, as we work toward a world without hate. The Nets owner, who was an Asian, condemned Kyrie Erving's speech. There is no room for anti-Semitic racism, false narratives, or misguided attempts to create animosity, hate. Sam Sussman, CEO of BSE Global, the parent company of the Brooklyn Nets and Barclays Center. Now more than ever, the pressing need to ensure education in these areas. We are putting our prior statements into practice. Action speaks louder than words. This is my thing. Erving says, I oppose all forms of hatred and oppression and stand strong with communities that modern. I'm aware of the negative impact of my post toward the Jewish community, and I take responsibility. I knew my leader. Everything said in the documentary was true. or reflects my morals or principles. I'm a human being learning from all whites life and intend to do so with open mind and a willingness to listen. So for my family and I, we meant no harm to any group, race, or religion of people in which to only be a beacon of light, truth, and light. All right, let me break that down because there's a lot of things going on in here. The Nets also said they would continue to support and participate in Shine a Light, which is they describe as an ongoing initiative dedicated to the spotlight in modern day anti-Semitism. So basically, they gave them some money. Now, Amazon was the one who had the movie online, right?
Right.
Why isn't Amazon apologizing for anti-Semitism? That's right, Doc Boss.
Exactly.
Why they not apologizing for anti-Semitism?
You see how that worked?
Yeah, they got the movie.
And see, the thing is, see, that lets you know, right? See, when you question anything about these Jewish people, and it's somebody that looks like me and you, it always has to be automatic anti-Semitism. You notice that? But when one of them does something to us, it's not called racism. When none of these rabbis say something about us, it's not called racism. It's really interesting how that worked. When what's her name, Sarah Silverman and all these one, say the N-word and all this, and do all that. It's not racism. I mean, it's very interesting how the double standard.
I look at it like this. I think they were about to suspend Kyrie, and I think he just said, I better go ahead and apologize. Shit.
Man, you know what? But see, that's the thing. I'm telling you, like I said, BJ, man, I think it's all a part of the script, man. I'm telling you, it's all a part of the show. It's all part of the script. You see what I'm saying? And the thing is, you can't trust these celebrities, man. When they're in situations like this, they're gonna compromise. Nori's not the only one that was that you know what I'm saying, that compromised. You know what I'm saying? Now we see Kyrie did the same thing, and it was for a certain price. You know what I'm saying? So how you get paid out your pocket? How you pay out your pocket for something that you don't even think was wrong? No moral, no principles. You know what I'm saying? And see, that just goes to show, you see what I'm saying, that, like I said, BJ, you can't trust none of these celebrities, man. You can't trust none of these people. They're celebrities, they're actors, they're entertainers. That's what an entertainer does. He's in a character. Entertainers stay in character sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
I'm looking at it like this. There's a couple things going on here. And what I think they about to do is they about to pass an anti-Jewish hate law.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to do something. It's already obvious. You see how and see, that's the thing. They get you ready. They get people ready and used to, you see what I'm saying, the idea before they do it. You see what I'm saying? And it's always one of us, it's always one of our so-called black celebrities that has to be the scapegoat. It has to be. You see what I'm saying? Look, they ain't even really talk about the racist city council people in L.A. no more. You don't hear nothing about that no more. What you gonna say? BJ?
You know what's bad about this though? You got white people that talk crap about Jewish people all the time. They might say something about it, but when you black and you crescent Jew, they put you on a public stage.
Damn, dude, that's what I'm saying. You know what? You said it way better than I.
They do not
That's
like
true.
they don't like when a black man questions a Jewish man.
You said it, dude. You said it. There it is. Yep, that's so true. That is so true. Shoot, you get the.
What happened was they said Kyrie Erving in this video, this thing was put up a film that supported this movie called Hebrews. Negroes, the Hebrews and Negroes. And he said, I only supported the film. I didn't, say anything. I just posted it. They told me he got a platform and you promoting the anti-Semitic tropes, blah, 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 right?
Mm-hmm. But
the first thing they should have did was check Amazon for putting it out. They don't check Amazon. Amazon, we might need to find out. Maybe what's his name?
Bezos.
And the people who control everything, it might be Jewish ties. They might not want to question another Jew now. Right?
Yeah, that's
But,
true, man.
hey, I'm letting you know, buddy. They didn't go to Amazon. They said we were questioning Kyrie, but he didn't even. He just posted it, just like a link. Post something online.
Right.
You don't need to look at it and blah blah blah. Now, to me, it's honest. To me, it's bad because just because I posted doesn't mean I support it. It just means I'm just saying, hey, look at this, right? And you come to your own conclusions.
You already know what this is.
The one thing that he should have did was pay them people some money, man. But then again, like I said, they probably were going to banish him from the NBA. Probably do something to him if he didn't do it.
It's something. That's what I'm saying. The powers that be. There's people that we don't know about, man. I'm telling you.
Here's the thing. You're a multi-millionaire. You don't need the goddamn. You can just quit.
Exactly.
Now think about this. This really bothers me. Kyrie Erving missed more than 60% of last season because he didn't want to take the jab, right?
Right.
So, Dad, don't worry about missing no games. Stand on your square.
Exactly. See how that? You see, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, dude. These are entertainers, man. He's part of this. I'm telling you, he definitely sound like he's a part of this shit, man. This is part of the act. It's an act.
I will say this: he did stand the ground and not taking the jab.
True.
So I got to give him that. But here's the deal. But really, to tell you the truth, you already missed half a season, right? Now here's the other part of the Kyrie thing that I don't like. You got to understand. Just until last week, it took us a New York Supreme Court justice to say, hey, you got to get these police officers, firefighters, everything their job back, right? But Kyrie Erving and entertainers and athletes were allowed to play in the state of New York in March because they said that daggone. So if regular people couldn't go to work, why were they allowed to play?
And if you're not going to work, how could you even afford going to an NBA game, dude?
Yeah, so a lot of things went down there. But the mayor still didn't want you to be able to come to work, even though the judge ruled against him.
Damn, dude. You see how they doing it? They just breaking the laws and they're just going against the. See, they go against what the laws that they so-called create and so-called put into place. They go against the shit. You know what I'm saying? And it lets you know too, right there, man. People might be above the law, like they say. Nobody's above the law. You see what I'm saying? And they weren't. They're not being sincere about hiring these people back. It's always some stipulations and shit. You see what I'm saying? And then so the thing is now they want to go, brush and they want to fight and try to push back against the back pay. You heard about that? They wanted a certain amount of back pay. BJ from back then to now, the back pay they don't even want to pay them the back. It's always something. You know what I'm saying? It's always something, man. But I mean, guess who you got? Who do you got in New York? You got Hochul, right? And you got Adams. And Adams talking about you heard about Adams talking about the immigration. It's a state of emergency in New York with the immigration situation. You heard about that, BJ? What you think about that, man?
Mm-hmm, I heard about it. So
it's just like now it's an emergency, right? But you said that you the one that said some months ago that immigrants are welcome and there's enough room for everybody. Isn't that interesting now? He's saying something different now.
I was looking for something senior on there, but that's all right. That ain't worried. I just talked about that. So I was gonna read the article that he talking about Charles Barkley said he'd be suspended, but it's not worth my time reading. It's just that Charles Barkley was just saying he needed to be suspended. He said if you talk about a black person, you should be suspended. If you talk about a Jewish person, you should be suspended. He's like, you can't take my $40 million but insult my religion. Well, number one, you can't take my $40 million. Well, Kyrie Erving, last time I checked, salary wasn't $40 million. Maybe it is, but you can't take my $40 million. So actually, Charles Barkley talking about he wants you to be a $40 million slave.
Mm-hmm. Good point. Good point. And
Now, Mr. Nigga, as far as you talking about, you gotta understand something about this thing, man. Like I said, I'm glad that they brought the truth out. But it also distracted us from a whole lot of issues during the time. Not me per se, but because I always know something going on. But a lot of people got distracted. Oh, I don't like Kanye no more. I don't support Kanye. Me, always been the same. Even tell George Mitchell don't like black people, he always been the same, right? So Kanye, look, Kanye once had a song, la 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 la, wait till I get my money, right? So this is not new. He already told you. You can't tell him nothing. He already say that.
Yep.
Do we listen to the songs these people saying?
Right.
I mean, look at that messy video by Takeoff.
That's what I was. Oh man, I just said that. Did you hear me? Did you hear me on the show earlier? That's exactly what I was saying.
I didn't hear it.
Man, I said okay. For one, the Takeoff thing don't even sound right, man. Let's just keep it 100, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say anything. It's a conspiracy. It shit didn't sound right. Okay, for one, look, for one. Why was the footage? Whoever was filming, why was that shit on the side angle? For two, how come they fixed the camera right before he got shot and he started running? Right. For three, you see what I'm saying? Right. For three, you see what I'm saying? They talk about there's supposed to be a second shooter. If you have clear footage, video footage, how would you not know there's a second shooter or not?
They don't add up to it.
Man, what you say, BJ? Break it down, man. It's just like, come on, man.
In the video message, there was an RIP sign right there, man. You know, it's like inside. All right. Could it have been a sacrifice? High probability. Because people talk about, I love the Migos. Then people go stream all the records, making more money than you ever know.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could be a business. Could be a business strategy for these rappers, man. These celebrities, man. They're gonna be selling more records than they ever would have. That's so true. And what's the famous saying? A lot of these cats are worth more dead or alive, right? That gives you new meaning to that term. You see what I'm saying? I mean,
all I'm gonna say, Frank, is that we gotta understand when it comes to the forest from the trees, right?
Mm-hmm.
We gotta understand this is bullshit, man. Like, look, like my buddy told me yesterday, you don't have a problem with you feeling sorry, man. But he said, daggone little buddy just got shot in the middle of the street. You ain't got that much grief at the funeral as you got for the rapper.
Ooh, and you don't even know these motherfuckers, man. You have no personal connection with these people. But see, that's the thing. The ritualistic type music and chants and stuff like that, the vibrational frequencies that they send out through their music and their beats, I could kind of understand. You see what I'm saying? Why you maybe kind of feel a connection with these people. You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing. You know, the words and stuff like that cast spells. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't know that. These vibratory vibes send frequencies. The music sends frequencies, man, through it, man.
You see what I'm saying? One of them Migos connected to Cardi B too.
Right, that's the Offset, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, look, to be honest with you, man, we just gotta listen to these rappers, man. You gotta take it with a grain of salt, dude. Like, okay, fine. But at the same time, we gotta understand, look, man, the music, right? Let's just say, I'm just saying, a lot of the music practice social decadence, if you understand it. Okay? So let's not get it confused, like, I'm not talking bad on the brother, but the music they were pushing wasn't exactly, like, I would say, uplifting.
Right.
Definitely. Yeah, vibration.
Definitely.
Now,
exactly.
Let me tell you about somebody else had a low vibration. I want to bring this up. Pastor Jamal Bryan talking about Herschel Walker.
Oh shit, man.
This clown show. He talking about Herschel Walker. Let white people tell him what to do. I know Jamal Bryan ain't got that much nerve to talk about, because I know Jamal Bryan ain't nothing but a daggone house dude from wherever he's from. I don't know where he's from, but I know Jamal Bryan got to be tripping.
Oh yeah, and he definitely was one of them sororities and shit. He definitely connected, man. And see, that's the thing about this dude, man. You know, you supposed to be a pastor and shit. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? What's his name? Warnock. You supposed to be a pastor, right? But you pushing abortion. You know what I'm saying? Just like Bryant. You know what I'm saying? Supposed to be a pastor, but he pushing, you know, premarital sex and stuff like that before marriage. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, come on, man. Getting these females pregnant and these women and shit like that in the church, man. People like that, these people are hypocrites, man. It's all entertainment, like I said. You see what I'm saying? After these people get after a certain tax bracket and they get a certain limelight and stuff like that in Hollywood, then they get to think that they reach celebrity status. You see what I'm saying? So it's different type of rituals and stuff like that these people go through, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? This is not no damn conspiracy. This is real spit. This is real facts. You see what I'm saying? This is definitely real facts, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, but he said, would you say, yeah, Jamal Bryant, man. Jamal Bryant is a damn fool. You know what I'm saying? And see, that's the thing. I mean, Herschel Walker, shit. See, the thing is, they mad at Herschel Walker, man. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, Warnock, it seemed like Herschel Walker was getting Warnock. If Herschel Walker is supposed to be so slow and so unsophisticated, then I don't understand how he handled him. He handled him.
I just sent it to you. Play it, man. Just play
he
it.
handled.
Play it. I just sent it to you.
Out of Congress.
This guy, Jay Chin.
So they figured that they would delude us by picking somebody who they thought would in fact represent us better with a football than with a degree in philosophy.
That was Jamal Bryant calling out Herschel Walker and the Republican Party's continuing legacy of racism and manipulation in Georgia's current Senate race. Pastor Bryant, an Atlanta-based faith leader and social justice advocate, breaks it down for us in this fiery clip, comparing the former football star and Republican candidate who has been described as daft and rough around the edges, which is to say, a blundering fool, to incumbent Democratic challenger Raphael Warnock. You see, this is the first time that two black candidates are vying for the same Senate seat in Georgia. And this is no coincidence for Pastor Bryant, who makes sure to call out the Republican Party for leveraging identity politics to prop up a straw man candidate in an attempt to defy the unified Black caucus in Georgia and their strong progressive impulses.
Ladies and gentlemen, when the Republican Party of Georgia moved Herschel Walker from Texas to Georgia so that he could run for Senate, it's because change was taking too fast in the post-antebellum.
Didn't I tell y'all that he was down with a fraternity and shit? I told y'all.
South. The state had been flipped blue, and there are some principalities that were not prepared for a black man and a Jewish man to go to Senate at the exact same time.
Brian points out a long-withstanding tactic of the right, exploiting the image of popular black figures with self-destructive beliefs or no beliefs at all, to appeal to those communities that they have difficulty connecting with otherwise. Probably because their policies tailored more towards those who have historically held positions of wealth, status, and power.
They thought we were so slow, that we were so stupid, that we would elect the lowest caricature of a stereotypical broken black man as opposed to somebody who is educated and erudite and focused. Y'all ain't ready for me today.
Herschel Walker is a wealthy black celebrity, popular with communities often out of reach for the Republican Party, and with enough incentive and political grooming can become a fragile but powerful political glass cannon, mobilizing those into political action that would have not otherwise, but do so for facetious or even potentially dangerous or misinformed reasons.
Since Herschel Walker was 16 years old, white men been telling him what to do, telling him what school to go to, where to live, where to eat, where to buy a house, where to run, where to sit down, where to sleep, where to pay for abortions, where to buy a gun. And you think they not gonna tell him how to vote? in 2022.
And ultimately, we must see through the empty gesture of his candidacy, not an earnest attempt on the part of conservatives to diversify the Republican voice, to meaningfully appeal to the needs of the black constituency, but a manipulative attempt at presenting a substantive base for black voters in a perversion of identity politics. And to be clear, when we talk about identity politics, we talk about having an elected body that reflects that shared experience, the shared experiences and convictions of the communities that make up this country. When they evoke identity politics, it's always to prop up contentious figures that undermine the widely understood and accepted story of oppression in America. And when we consider candidates who we choose to send to Congress, we consider them on the merits of their policy and governance, how they symbolize our ethical and political aspirations, and not how they can be used to further confuse and manipulate the American people for our own personal political gain.
We can think for ourselves, function for ourselves, and vote for ourselves. Why? Because we don't need a walker.
And Pastor Brian knows what's up. This is Adrian Costa of Rebel HQ. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and check back for more videos. See you guys soon.
Hair loss looks different on
Yeah, I mean, he has a good point, man. It's just like it's a double standard, man. You know.
Well, first off, number one, he said they didn't think you have a black and a Jewish man running the same thing. You heard that, didn't you?
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
South is a Jewish man. Guess who he backed by? The ADL. Yeah, so don't let Jamal Bryant fool you and confuse you.
Yeah, and he trying to downplay Herschel Walker and trying to talk about paying for abortion. We don't. Come on now, who you know what I'm saying? Where's the proof? You know, just because some woman came out and see, that's the thing too, man.
Two women, but my thing is, if it's two women, why they ain't show their face? Why they ain't there going
exactly
show their face, right?
Exactly, and then the thing is, he talking all that stuff, Jamal Bryant and stuff like that, but these pastors, they be pushing abortion, man. I don't understand. So it's a bad thing when you're trying to bash somebody with it, but you push it for your, you say it's okay for the women to do it though, in your congregation. I don't understand. It's man, these people, man, this dude, I can't stand this cat, man. You know what I'm saying, Jamal Bryant, man. You seen he had the, he had his fraternity colors on, and he had his fraternity shirt. He talking about white men telling Herschel Walker what to do, but it's the same go for you. You talking about you from a Greek society, a Greek fraternity. Where's Greek? Where does that come from? You see what I'm saying? You right? I mean, last time I checked, the white status, the status of white was identified as Greek and Roman. Am I right? So I don't understand. You see what I'm saying? I mean, this dude trying to play out Herschel Walker, man, but. See, they hating, man. They mad. They talking about what Bill Maher said. The hell with Bill Maher. Bill Maher think, you know what I'm saying, he's okay, he cool just because he smoke a little weed and he fuck a couple of black women and now and then he think he's accepted.
What Bill Maher say?
He said he's that Herschel Walker's a fucking idiot. So it's just like, wow, you know what I'm saying? But and then you got Howard Stern saying shit about Kanye, you know what I'm saying? Howard Stern is the biggest racist. I don't understand. You see, it's funny when you got these people that identify as that creed, when you have them and incidences saying stuff about it or doing stuff to us, it's not no racism. Nobody calls it that. Nobody calls it discrimination. They don't call it anti-defamation. They don't call it anti-Semitic. None of that. It's funny. But when it's just like how you said earlier, you see what I'm saying? When it's somebody white, it's totally different. You know what I'm saying? Bashing on them. You don't hear none of that anti-defamation when it's another white on a Jew. When it's one of us say something, you hear and here goes the Anti-Defamation League. Here goes the, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, but it's crazy. How they got this, man. It's just they basically showing and telling us who's in charge, man. For the most part, they showing us who's in charge, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all, it's all bullshit, man. But, Kyrie and all these cats, man, and Kanye did not lie about who's running this industry. Let's just keep it 100. You see what I'm saying? If you don't know now, you know who's running this motherfucker, man. The people that you get in trouble for talking about, guess what? They got the power. You see what I'm saying? That's how that works. You know, that is how that works, man. And with this election coming up, man, for Joe Biden to say something like that, going back to Biden, that just goes to show. I'm just like, just don't expect the unexpected. You see what I'm saying? Don't don't let your guard down when it comes down to this election, man. In a couple of days, you know, do not let your guard down, man. Because you know, I mean, and they talking about, you know, a certain type of percentage and you know, people, and a lot of people, you know, they basically dumping Joe Biden. You know, I mean, excuse me, his approval rating is low and really low at the 40-something% ratio and stuff like that. My thing is, how is it not even lower than that? I mean, if you still, you know, holding on to Joe Biden at this point, man, and holding on to some faith and some hope and some glory, then something's wrong with you. My thing is, I ain't trying to show you to, you know, to pick Democrat or Republican. I'm just trying to say, wake up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen 2 years what it's like under this party, man. These people's crazy. You know, I ain't Democrat or Republican, but y'all, like I said, y'all experience it. I mean, if y'all like high gas, especially out here in California, be my guest and keep voting for these assholes, right? But you know what I'm saying? Him, Gavin Newsom, people like that. You see what I'm saying? If y'all like inflation being as high as damn near in fucking since the 60s, 70s and shit, be my guest. You see what I'm saying? If you like, you know what I mean? You know, basically, just somebody that's old and see down and you know, somebody that's basically saying that, you know, don't be surprised if we stage the election. Don't be surprised if, you see what I'm saying? Be my guest if you want to vote for people like that. You know, keep voting for Biden, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep voting for the Democratic side, man. You know, I just think it's WWF. Personally, I think both of them play a certain kind of side to keep people manipulated and fooled and tricked, and also to keep people divided. You know, these Republicans are talking about we divided. No shit, we divided, motherfucker. We divided under so many different pretenses. You know, sex, race, Democrat, Republican, the whole nine. So, I mean, you know, go figure, right? But at the same time, it's these people playing these scripts and playing into this that keep us divided. You see what I'm saying? It's these stories that the media puts out. You see what I'm saying? And you know, all this rhetoric and propaganda that they push to keep you divided, to keep you confused, to keep you distracted. You see what I'm saying? The TikTok, the algorithm. Look at the algorithm out here in America. Look at the algorithm in China. Totally different algorithm. You know, they push the foolishness and the bullshit out here on the TikTok in America. But meanwhile, they got the educational investment, you know what I'm saying, future building shit in China. You know, that's by design. China make TikTok. So I don't understand people. You know, that shit is crazy, man. Well, we really got to think. BJ, what you think?
You gotta think, but hey, we don't like thinking. You hear me? We don't like thinking.
Entertainment. That's what you know. That's what we be on.
Yep. That's what we on, brother.
But like I said, you got Biden not sounding confident. You know, sounding like he already knows what the deal is. You know, just don't be surprised. You know, if another election is stolen or if some false, you know, just false. You know what I'm saying? Just don't be surprised. Because I mean, it just sounds like something's up with Biden, man. Something's up with this party. You know. So what we got over here? So we got another story, man, of these. Oh, Paul Pelosi! I forgot about that damn story. Damn it! I should have said something about this earlier. This is ridiculous right here, man. You got Paul Pelosi, right? Nancy Pelosi's husband attacked in their house, right? You got a $20 million house. How the fuck does he, BJ? How did this dude get in there, man?
Probably hours, isn't it?
And why was he in the bedroom? You know, why were they both in the bedroom, and why did they both have their underwear on? It's really weird situation. What burglar or what person that comes to violate or just comes to like what I'm saying to rob or just has a vendetta. Who comes in their underwear? I mean, you can't make this stuff up. I mean, we are getting these stories from the mainstream media, but you really can't make this shit up. Somebody's coming to do the justice, and they going to come and do you in they draws. You know what I'm saying? And then how they get a hammer? My thing is, so he took the hammer from, you know what I'm saying? Paul Pelosi. He took the hammer from him, and then he hit him upside the head with it. Okay, supposedly, right? Where was the video? How come there's no video? They don't got no cameras inside the house. BJ, what you think?
I think what you said.
No video, no nothing. Just surprisingly, ain't no video. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you just can't. These stories just get crazier and crazier, man. I mean, it's just like you can't make this shit up. You know what I mean? And for a second, I know this is a psyop. You know what I'm saying? I know this is some bullshit. This is right before election. You see what I'm saying, BJ? This has happened right before election. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a couple more foolish things that come up. Ridiculous type things that come up before this election. Trust me, man. Okay, this says San Francisco DA won't release body cam footage 911 calls from Paul Pelosi's attack video. Body cam footage from, what do you mean? What do they mean? From a cop? I don't understand that. Capitol Police had cameras outside the Speaker of Nancy Pelosi's San Francisco home, but they were not monitored at the time. Okay, so they wasn't on. So, what you think, BJ, about the cameras just happening to not be on? What do you think about that?
I think it's nonsense.
You know what I'm saying? So they just happen to not be on. That's how we just believe in it. That's how we're just gonna go with that. We're gonna run with it. You know what I'm saying? And according to ABC News and the Washington Post, Capitol Police saw police lights on the camera and had to rewind the video in order to see the break-in. Really? While the speaker was with her security detail in Washington D.C., the San Francisco cameras were not actually monitored, and they were in the speakers and at the residence command center. Personnel noticed the police activity on the screen and used the feeds and monitors to respond and assist investigators and departments, said according to ABC News. Wow, this shit is bullshit, man. I mean, honestly. It's sad that the Democrats got to go this type of low, you know what I'm saying? Because they know that they weak, you know what I mean? They know that they looking crazy in these streets. You know, they got to go this kind of low, you see what I'm saying, just to get some kind of, some more sympathy and empathy and some more last minute votes from these suckers. It's really sad. It's just crazy. BJ, what you think about that, man?
Man, just go to show you sign times, brother.
Oh yeah. This is definitely signs of the time, man. And it's just like, I mean, there's a lot of people that actually think this really happened. It's just like, I know it didn't happen. You see what I'm saying? For sure. And then they had a picture of the guy. You know what I'm saying? It's just like. Then they said he came from Canada. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
So he came all the way from Canada. So what is this, like a Manchuria candidate from Canada? Like, what's going on with this? You see what I'm saying? I mean, you got to really ask yourself these questions. And you got to question certain things like this, man. They can't, the media, the mainstream throwing stuff out here like this, man. Basically to distract us and basically to take us off the bigger picture, which is this election, man. And the results. Biden sound like they're going to get shooken up during this midterms, man. You know what I'm saying? And, if there's some Republican candidates that do get picked, man, I hope they do the right thing. Because I'm not, like I said, I'm not either one. You know what I'm saying? Because these Republicans could be some assholes too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, party affiliation, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
Well, let me bring this to you, man. Like I said, I'm glad to come on with you. That child is computer and stuff. And daggone, been out all day, so I'm gonna give me some rest. But hey, look, man, I'm just saying, good, glad you handled this thing. And I'm glad you put the link in the chat for me to come on.
Word, for sure.
Yeah, so hey, keep it up, man. Daggone, but hey, just keep on breaking down the scripts in the script. Matter of fact, you maybe stop breaking down the script. Break down the script masters.
Man, exactly.
The man behind the curtain, the WEF, the IMF,
Mm.
the ADL,
Mm.
the Council on Foreign Relations,
That's real.
BlackRock. Bring them all up. Put their name on Front Street. Hey, because a puppet only has what behind him? A puppet master.
Man.
Kind of like Pinocchio, remember?
Oh yeah. Man.
So yeah, so take your time, brother.
Well, you shout out your channel real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? So
I got you, man.
them cats know,
King
you know.
BJ Johnson. You got King BJ Media, Bernard Johnson, Facebook. Bernard 1120 Instagram, 1987 BJ1 Twitter, $1919 BJ Cash App. And shout out Frank Native for bringing this thing to light. Thank you, brother.
All right, word, for sure, for sure.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, BJ, yeah, good looking out for coming on, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, until next time, y'all. I'm going to holla at y'all, man. And share this out, like, subscribe if you ain't subscribed. And peace out, y'all. Share this out to your social media. Until next time, peace.